afternoon, everyone. Hello and welcome. Welcome to the afternoon Cup of Joy. I'm Teri Angel, for those of you who don't know who I am, and I'm going to take a moment to share this out. So, asking you to do the same. If I can find it. Hi, Darlene. I'm just sharing the live. Okay, I had to turn that sound off. And there we go. I finally found the share button. Hello. Hello, Deirdre. Oh, thank you all. Thank you for being here this afternoon. And as soon as I get this shared out, I will start taking down names. Okay. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, thank you for coming on, Darlene. I appreciate you being here. Let's see if I can get my bottle of water to stand up like it needs to so I can grab it when I need to. How's everybody doing this Sunday? Let me just see what we got. Darlene, Deirdre, and next for me, a sneeze coming on. Oh, thank you, Kathy Hand. Welcome. Thank you. I was very impressed when I had my hair done this week. You got a beautiful woman who knew what to do. That's not always easy, is it? But I knew I had to take care of it before I left. So she did good. All right, so let's go into our heart. No, Darlene, I leave 1 week from today. Deirdre's keeping track for us. She's doing a countdown to when I get on that airplane next Sunday. All right, let's do the heart brain. Hand on your heart. And slow down the breathing. Be very present. Just be right here, right now. And feel the love. I am enough. I am worthy. Miracles happen to me every day. Opportunities show up everywhere. I am a miracle magnet, and I love myself. Now share that love. Give a heart hug to somebody out there. I'm going to hug all of you right now. 1 more week. I know, Deirdre, it's getting very exciting now. And hello, Kathy Caputo. Welcome in. And Catherine Kovacs. Donna. Hi, sweet one. Okay. Ooh, so that was day 230 of saying those affirmations together. I love it. And we will continue on. The more we say them, the more we feel it, and the more we see it real once we begin that whole process of seeing it, believing it, staying present with it. You know, if you read the blog, the message last night from the angels, it was all about presence, just being present where you are and who you are. And it's called Be Where Your Feet Are. Be where your feet are. And when we do that, when we plant ourselves in the now and we stay present, miracles do happen. Oh, you're giving your heart hug to Brandy. Yes, let's send lots out to her. And Kathleen gave one to our Auntie Jean. Well, miracle of miracles, I did have a conversation with our Auntie Jean yesterday. And it was so, so good to hear her voice, just to be with her in the moment and love on her some and let her know how much we absolutely adore her and we miss her. So she hasn't been feeling very good and staying back and being in her own little world. So let's send her lots of love. And I know she's going through a lot, so we lift her up in prayer every day. And then we've got a few of our P's that are really being challenged right now. And Kathy Caputo, think about you as you're going through a challenge. Kathy Hand, going through, helping your son go through a challenge. So yeah, there's lots going on. Deirdre, you and your eyes, I would love to see them come to 100%. Yeah, we've got lots to just lift up and be grateful for. Be grateful that we do have a loving God that gives us miracle answers. We just need to show up to accept them. All right, well, I am going to be cutting this off at 3:00 today, just so y'all know. I do have a client that I need to get to and a conversation that I have to have before that. So Don Baker just showed up. Hi, Don. Oh, I'm so glad you're on here. And Don, is everything still a go for tomorrow? I hadn't heard anything from Norman. I wasn't sure if you're able to get on a plane, but I hope that you can. And it would be great to be able to see you before I head out to Egypt. Okay, well, let's get started. I've had so many miracles in my life. It's just amazes me that every day there's a new miracle that shows up. And I love that. And I don't want to take the miracles for granted, but I know that when we're in the flow, everything just starts working and it works so perfectly. Kathy, I'm on my last 9 of the Zodiac bracelets. Yes, busy weekend. And I think Bob's off again, right? I thought you said he was taking another trip. Awesome. All right, well, let's get to the messages. That's why you all are here on Sunday afternoons. Besides seeing each other and loving on each other, you get to hear a little bit about what the angels have to say to you. So we start with Darlene. And before I give any messages, I just want to acknowledge the angels and thank them. Thank you, angels, for being here. Thank you to God who gave us the angels. Thank you for your love. Thank you for guiding us. And we ask now that any message that comes through will be only of love and light, and may it be felt, seen, heard, and understood. And we ask Archangel Gabriel to be present to give clarity. So we go to Darlene. Annie, hi, darling. All right, so Darlene, let's see what those angels have to say to you. They showed me a lake. We live in Michigan, but this is a small lake, very small. And it's very clear. It's so clear, in fact, that it's hard to believe that that's water on the ground because of the reflection that's in it from the sky. It's very crystal clear and beautiful and reflective. So let's see what the angels have for you with that. Darlene, we want to share with you that so much is happening in your world, so much that you try to wrap your arms around it, to wrap your brain around it, to figure it out. And we're going to encourage you, as was said earlier, to just be. When you stand beside that crystal and you see the reflection and you see all of the energy of what's showing up, this is you. This is you standing, waiting to be shown something. And we say to you that what's there is your message. When you look at that water and you look at the reflection, that's you. You are a reflection of your energy in the world. So, whatever you're putting out, if you're putting out positive, you're going to see positive in that reflection of the lake. You're going to see the sun. You're going to see um, clouds, but not totally covering the sky. You're going to get back just what you give. And this you well know already, but sometimes there's a tendency to want to see positive, but yet you're not putting that out from heart. Whatever is in your heart is what matters, not your wishes or your desires so much, but what you are bringing forth. You create the world the way that you want to see it, but also the way that you are showing up in it. So if you're showing up with doubts and insecurities and you're wanting to see happiness and peace, then there's a contrast there. So ask yourself, how am I showing up? And this is going to be your homework, if you would, for this coming week, to every day sit and be present and really ask, how am I showing up in the world today? What does my energy say to me? And if it's saying that to me, then it's saying that to others. So for you, it's a matter of presence and awareness, being aware of what you're giving and knowing that that's what you will be getting. So it's a big message. There's a lot to it, and it may change from day to day. You might find yourself one day up on top of the mountain and happy and joyful. And then the next minute or the next day, you might be caught up in grief and sadness and looking at the world through those lenses. So just pay attention. That's what they're saying. Pay attention and be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself as you go through all the things you're going through right now. And we'll leave you with that message. Okay, we're going to our Deirdre. And oh, wow. As soon as I tune into you, Deirdre, I heard a drum beat. And it's so interesting. I attended a church service this morning with my friend Joanne that I'm staying with. And the drum set was enclosed in this plastic wall. And at first I thought, how strange is that? And then I thought about it and I thought, the drummer can get quite loud, right? As that's what that particular instrument is made for, is to make a big noise, make a big boom. So Deirdre, I'm hearing the drum and I'm watching your energy, and you respond to that drum. You respond to the heartbeat. So if the heartbeat of Gaia is resounding loudly, then you become more prominent. You become more uplifted and joyful. And I see you dancing and really lifting the vibration on the planet. But if that drum beat is a little subdued, like maybe there's something that's keeping it from sounding as loud as it possibly could, then your energy responds to that as well. So, what they're showing is listen for the heartbeat. Sometimes we have to physically listen to hear it. Sometimes we have to be still enough to hear the voice of God and to hear our messages coming through. Sometimes others are used to give us the messages as they come directly to us. But that drum beat, it can drown it out, or it can be an addition to the message. It can accentuate certain things that come through for us. So, what I'm hearing for you is you are in the right place. You are listening to the voices, but sometimes the voices get drowned out by the drummer. So that's the time for you to be still. Just be still and enjoy the drum, enjoy the grounding that you do when you connect with Mother Earth, but also take the time to allow the drumming to subside to a level where you can hear the message loud and clear. And you are hearing the messages, you're getting the word, you are doing everything that you can possibly do to be lifted up right now and to bring that energy forward for all of us to have some clarity and understand some of these things that are happening in the world and in the ethers. And just it's a crazy time right now. So we kind of need that getting together and our minds coming together to put things in perspective and learn from each other what we hear. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing it and step back, observe how loud is that drum beat? Am I paying more attention to the drum beat than I am to the message? So I hope this message is clear for you and that it's getting through what the meaning of it is. Because sometimes when they show me these things and they say the words, sometimes it needs a little more clarity. So if it doesn't make sense, just say so. I know you will speak up. And I love the message myself, and I can apply it to my own self. Sometimes I'm hearing the drum beat louder than I am the message coming in from the angels or from God. And I just have to stop. I just have to pause and say, okay, let me get more grounded. And then I can fully hear the message. So blessings to you, my dear Deirdre. I love you so much. And thank you for being here. And look who came in, our Grace Isis. Oh, Gracie, I am so appreciative of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all of your help and all that you've done to keep the Cuppa going when I couldn't. So thank you for that. We have Brandy that came in along with our Grace Isis. And Gracie, just a really quick question. Did you get the manifestation booklet that I sent you? That's my question, because that's going to be important on Mondays, Manifesting Mondays, as I'm away. I do. I think I can be on tomorrow. I have dental work coming up over the next 2 days. Excuse me. Next 2 days are going to be crazy for me. And so we'll see. I might be calling on Gracie to help out if things get too bad with the pain. Kathy, I was hoping we'd be able to get together before Cuppa today. And if there's anybody that can do it later tonight or early evening, I have a client at 4, but I should be back here by 5:30, 6 o'clock. I can do some training then if anyone would like to do that. Gracie, I sent it in an email, so check your email and let's see if that came through. Okay, we are. There you go, Deirdre. Just take a pause, listen to the drumming, and then let it subside so you can hear the message. All right, we are up to Kathy Hand. Okay, so Kathy Hand, what do the angels have for you today? Busy, 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 they say. And they're showing me a bee. So you get a bumblebee, and it's not like a regular honeybee. This is one of the big bumblebees that are bigger size. They're like probably 10 times the size of a regular bee. And I've watched them many times. They're kind of intimidating, aren't they? Those bigger bumblebees. But I see them now as gentle giants. That's how I look at them. So let's see what the angels say about your bumblebee. So Kathy, do you want to go ahead and schedule maybe 6 o'clock, 6:30? You let me know, and I'll make myself available for you. And anybody else that wants to come in, we'll do a little training tonight with those that have stepped up and said they will help. All right, so Kathy's bumblebee. Kathy, what we want to share is the particular image we gave is not of the smaller kind of insect known as the bee that is very powerful in what it does and very needed on your planet, but also can carry a harm if it's not happy and if it is something you encounter that might potentially sting. The one we share is the bigger bumblebee, the one that hums, the one that joyfully and gleefully glides through the air. And it looks for the prettiest flowers. It looks for the ones that are so attractive to it that it's drawn right into their midst. And Kathy, we are seeing you as that bumblebee. We're seeing you drawn to those things of beauty that can make the world a little more enjoyable. And as you do your crafts, as you talk to people, as you lift others up, this is what's happening with you. You are being drawn to that which is going to decorate the world, because as the bumblebee goes into these flowers, it's really spreading more of that pollen so that there can be more of that kind of beauty on the earth. And this is what you are doing when you create beauty, when you create love, when you create positive energy. You are also sending that out and pollinating the world with that kind of energy so that more of it is showing up. And that's what light workers are here to do. You're here to spread the love and spread the joy, spread the message that the light is what's important. The light will shine and call out the dark and light up a room where it was dark before. So keep doing what you are doing. You're making a difference. Even when you think you're doing a craft or you're making a business, you are doing a service to all of humanity. by raising the frequency and raising the vibration in a very beautiful way, in a way that others smile when they see what you can do and how you can make a difference in their life. So keep on keeping on, and good job. This is what we say to you. Good job, little bumblebee. Okay, so, oh, good news, Gracie. Thank you. Thank you for checking. And so I think that will be helpful. And I'm going to, I don't know if I can adjust it at this time. There were some things in it that I wasn't happy with, but we'll make it available as we go along. So thank you for letting me know. And 6 p.m. is cool. So 6 p.m., we'll have a training on how to get onto Restream and run Cuppa. For any of you that have said you would like to be involved and step up in that way, just let me know. All right, Kathleen Caputo. And Kathy, I hope you understood your message. Oh, you feel it quite deeply. Awesome. I'm so glad. And now every time I see one of those bumblebees, I'll say hi to Kathy. All right, so Kathy Caputo, what do the angels have for you, my friend? Kathy, they're showing me this special flower. We go from a bumblebee to a flower, but that's the way the angels roll. Oh, look at that. I love that, Kathy Hand. All right, so this particular flower, and I apologize, I can't think of the name of it, but it is a flower that is known in Hawaii because it's very prolific there. It's everywhere. And it's purple. I think it's different colors, but the ones I saw were purple. So why are they giving you this beautiful purple flower? Kathy, we showed this particular flower, not just any generic flower, because it does represent the state that so many people love and adore and admire, the state of Hawaii. And when people see that flower, it has an essence, the essence of aloha, the essence of being in a particular place to help people see just how beautiful nature is. We're showing you this because just as the flower is a representation, so are you, dear one. You are a representation of light. You're a representation of love. There may not be a state associated with you as you put out that energy because it's universal. Because what you do and the work you do and the words you say and the messages you give are representative of love and light and spirituality. So when someone sees you and encounters along with your sidekick Hado Bear, they see that message. They see a message of hope. They see a message of inspiration, a message that says you matter and I care. So we are here to applaud that today. We want you to shine as bright as you can shine. And we understand that when you're going through a fire, when you're going through a troubled time and a challenge, it's harder to shine that light. But what we want to share is that the channeler caught fire, and the reason that we brought it through in that way is because those going through those tough times, as we say, going through the fire of life, your whole essence shines from going through that fire. There's a brightness that happens that wouldn't happen otherwise. And it was said that when Moses came down from the mountain after spending time there with God, receiving the Ten Commandments, he was shining. His whole essence was carrying the aura of being in the presence of God. So even when you are going through a challenge, even when there's a time when you're unsure of what's happening, but you know that you're supposed to do whatever it is your spirit nudges you to do, your essence is going to show that. It's going to show the aura that's been blessed by God, that's been uplifted. And it may not feel uplifting what you're going through, but it is an upgrade. It is you rising to a higher plane and being seen by others in a light that would not have happened otherwise. That this brightness, this glow that's happening now is something that will be physically seen by those who encounter you. And if they're just talking to you, they also will feel that energy of your uplifting new level of being. So as you go through the fires, just remember, I am I am beaming brighter than ever before. I'm shining a light as a testament to the goodness and the glory of God. And we'll leave you with that. And I hope that you resonated with it. Okay, so that was Kathy Caputo. Let me move right along to Catherine Kovacs. We're going to get as many of these knocked out as possible today. And Brandy, I hope you can be there. I would love for you to be there at 6 tonight if you can. Oh, Kathleen. Oh, I love that. I love that confirmation. You know, one of the things that I heard this morning in the church, it was a wonderful church service. I'm so glad I went. And Joanne had invited me to come with her family, so it was just perfect. But one of the things I heard was that God and the angels are always giving us signs, always. We sometimes want to micromanage, and sometimes we ask for those signs. It's like, can you let me know that this is good? Can you let me know this is the right thing? Can you give me a sign? And I used to do that all the time. I used to bug God all the time. Can you just make sure I see that sign so I know for sure that I heard you correctly, or that this is what I interpreted right? And I stopped doing that one day because I knew it had gotten out of hand. I knew that God was like, all right, enough with your signs here. I had walked out of my apartment and I did not ask for a sign. I took paper and pen outside with me to do some writing, and I sat out by the pool. And as I'm sitting there, I saw something out of the corner of my eye, and I look up and there are birds flying. And I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. And then there were more birds and more birds and more birds. And they just kept coming. There were these little, I didn't know what they are, some type of little bird. And they flew out ahead of me a distance up in the sky, and they started making an infinity sign. They just kept weaving it back and forth, and the birds kept going in that pattern. It was a perfect infinity sign right in front of me. And I started laughing, and I said, I hear you loud and clear, God. Enough with the signs. And so I don't ask for signs anymore, but they show up. And isn't it so beautiful that when it's that spontaneous, here it is, that we didn't ask for, and the miracles we didn't ask for, but they just show up. I think that's just so amazing to me. All right, so I'm getting there, Catherine. I just took a little detour to share that story with you. All right, Catherine Kovacs, what do the angels want you to know? They're showing an old-fashioned record player, the kind that played the vinyl records. I always loved having one. I thought it was so cool to put the needle down and let the music start playing. You hear it instantly. So what is your message with the record player? Catherine, there are many ways to do things. This is our message to you. There's more than one way to accomplish something. So just as back in the day, there was the use of the record player to make the music happen, and now it's changed and shifted over the years, and there's so many different things that have been used to accomplish the same purpose. So what we would like to talk to you about is flexibility, being flexible when something comes up that you don't expect it just one way, or you don't expect just one thing to be the answer. Many times we reach out to you and we show you something, but because it's not familiar, it could be discarded or even overlooked as we bring you that message. We're constantly nudging, we're constantly teaching. And if you will sit in your quiet time without any thought of how it is to be or any expectation of it, you're going to find things coming to you in such a big way and loud and clear. And this is the second time that we've said loud and clear today. So there's a real message there for everyone hearing this, that when you are still, when you sit in the energy to receive, you will receive. You will hear, you will see it, you will know it. So your message, dear one, is to settle your energy and take time to just be in meditation, be in prayer, be in just the moments of awe, that when you go into nature and you see a beautiful flower or bird or insect, to take time with that and ask, what do I need to know? What's my message here? And it will be given. So seeing things in different perspectives, that's your message, and allowing that things shift and change. They're not always going to be the same as they started out. Just like the record player is a lost art pretty much now, and it has shifted and changed into the way it is today. So I hope that makes sense to you and you understand it. And we are going to move along to Donna. Donna Sandoval, you are up next. So they're showing me a pizza, Donna. I don't think this is your lunch, but but a pizza. And let's see why they're giving you a pizza today. Interesting, we've had a variety of objects that they're focusing on to teach us. So Donna, we want to talk to you about perspectives. And when you're looking at this item, a pizza, you can craft it any way you want. You can make it yourself. You can order it. You can buy one already made. But the question is, what do you want? What do you want on that pizza? How do you want it to show up to you? And then after it gets to you, you can cut it in any way you want. You can cut it in slices, dices, however you want to consume it. So it's a very flexible thing. And talking to you about flexibility. So in your own life, how are you creating it with ingredients? What are you putting in that pizza of your life that you want to be there? The deliciousness, maybe some nutrition. So you are the one that crafts it. You are the one that puts the order out to have that pizza just the way you want it. So take advantage of that. Take time to fully know what you want in your life, and then you'll know what to ask for. Also, how you serve it up. Are you cutting yourself in little pieces to serve to the world? Are you playing small at times? And so there's only a teeny tiny bit out of that pizza that you're consuming. These are all things for you to consider with your life and how you show up and how others even see you in the world. Do they see you as an extra cheese type of pizza, or is it just the bare minimum? So we invite you to take time to fully analyze how you're showing up with what you have decided to put on your pizza toppings, and how that looks and how it tastes, how it fits in with what's happening in your world. So we're not telling you to go out and eat pizza. We're telling you, you are the pizza. You are this delicious offering to the world, and you are crafting it. So how do you want it crafted? That is the message to you, is to examine what life looks like when you add in something maybe a little different than you would normally have on pizza. And so what does that look like in your life? What can you add in that might look a little different than the status quo? So we hope that you understood this message, and we are going to leave you with that. Okay, Catherine, working on your meditations? Yes, the angels can see that restlessness. And, I encourage all of you to read the message from the angels last night. I think, what would I say it was called? Be Where Your Feet Are, something like that. Let me see if I can get it up here again. Be where your feet are. And so when you do that, there's no restlessness, there's contentment, and there's joy in being in the moment. All right. I want to do one for Annie, and then we're going to call it a day with the messages. Annie, I just really feel led to do one for you. And anyone that didn't get a special message from you or from the angels for you, know that you did. You got exactly what you came here to get today. You got messages that were for all of us. And especially that last message. And Donna, you understand, especially Donna's message about the pizza. What are you putting on your pizza topping? That's a question for everyone to look at and consider. All right, so Annie, I'll do yours, and then please put in your prayer requests, because we'll go into our prayer time after that. Well, they're still on food. So, Annie, they're showing you I call them green onions. I think some people call them scallions, maybe. They're the little onions with the really long green stem that grow in the ground and in the garden. So, why are you getting this little green onion? And what's your message? Annie, we want to talk about the fact that size really does not matter when it comes to matters of the heart and spirituality. A miracle is a miracle is a miracle is a miracle. It's no different one to another. Um, how much you receive, what you receive, um, the things that are happening in your life, how much healing, um, your trials that you go through, the fire. Are they big fires, little fire? All things that humans associate with life because it's contrast. It's big and small and up and down and black and white. But in the end, it's all the same. It's all neutral. And when you can see your life and the things taking place in your life, the experiences, when you can see them as neutral, then that tiny little onion is just as potent and just as powerful as the bigger version, the big onion that is so useful in making tasteful dishes. So, we are encouraging you to look at things in perspective and see how, when you assign a value to something, where does that come from? Why is that the value of it instead of it being just what it is? So, as you look at miracles and you look at um, wishes and desires and things of the heart, know that you're the one that's giving it its energy. So, are you giving the same energy to different events and different experiences and different things that show up in your life? And that's the question for you to ponder and to look at this week, and to know that you are loved immensely, just as everyone else is. There's no favor with God. God doesn't discriminate based on anything because God's love is not conditional. So you are just as loved as the Dalai Lama. You are just as loved as anyone else on the planet. And keep that thought in your heart as you go forward and putting things into perspective of good, bad, or neutral. Bring it to that neutral place where there's no judgment with it. Okay, well, those are the messages from the angels today, and thank you all for tuning in for them. And now it's our prayer time, and we have lots and lots of peas that need lifting up right now. And thank you, Deirdre, for giving us that daily message. Hi, Joanne. Thank you for tuning in today. We're at prayer time, and we want to remember all of those who have requested prayers. So, prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, support for all families living with addiction, the Coalition of the Willing, our troops, the USA, Teri's family, and any traveling peas, and any peas upcoming for travel. I know I'll be on the road this coming Thursday, so I can head to the airport where I will be flying for a long, long, long time, getting to where I'm going in Egypt. And thank you, Brandy. Prayers for all touched by suicide, addiction, or dementia of any type in their lives. Thank you for that. Yes, we have many that are going through some of those fires that the angels talked about. And just remember that you're not alone. And this family is here for you, here to love you, here to help you in any way we can by wrapping our arms around you. So let's do that. Let's remember everyone that's going through their struggles and everyone on our long prayer list that are going through something. Okay. Yes, I'm seeing that myself over the next couple of days. So prayers for me, because the weak spot for me is the dentist. So God, we just want to take a moment to be present and to feel your presence in our hearts, to know that when we lift up a prayer, it is seen, it is acknowledged. And God, all of these prayers that we have outlined in a list, that we've mentioned individually, that we hold in our heart, we trust that they are all seen, every one of them, and that they're all answered for the best and highest good of all. And we give you all praise and all glory. And we thank you for your love. We thank you for this family that keeps on keeping on, that just knows the power of what it means to be in the collective energy of like-minded individuals. So thank you for that. And we pray all of this in Jesus' name. Amen and Om Shanti. Okay, so let's get Leo going now and get out of here. And I will be right on time. So thank you, Peas, for coming in and sharing today.
It's time to get up and get
Oh, thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate that.
To have a great day. Here we go.
Come on, come on.
Beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. When all the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Peace and love.
Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup
Full of joy. I hope you got your cup filled with joy today.
full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot.
Oh, thank you so much, Gracie, for being here.
Today's a good day, all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas
I think this is our Leo. Hello, darling. Thank you for being here. Yes, Gracie, I will put it in the messenger group for us. There really is no secret. Accept.
Align.
9, allow.
Triple
AAA,
A,
y'all.
cup full of joy every day at 8. Just start the day on the high five, we call the triple A. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste, y'all. Morning cup full of joy every day at 8. Just start the day on the high five, we call the triple A. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste, y'all.
Gracie, it's our messenger group for those who are going to be hosting Cuppa. Little stutter there. Woo! Thank you, Leo. Yes, you were a little late, but that's all right. We gotcha. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here, and stay in your heart. Stay blessed. And if I don't see you tonight at 6, I will see you in the morning. Love you. Aloha and mahalo for being here. Bye for now.